Do you love Italian restaurants and ordering the risotto on the menu? Today I'm going to show you how to make this chicken, sun-dried tomato, and kale risotto. It's super easy to make in your deluxe multi-cooker. Definitely give me a thumbs up if you love fancy Italian food like this. We'll start with the electric twist and chop to chop up this onion. I love that this allows me to get everything super fine and it's super fast. Watch how the post goes up and down. I'm going to go ahead and add about a tablespoon of olive oil. You can use butter if you want to, but I'm making this dairy-free today. So add that to the pot. It's on the sear feature, and we'll saute the onion and the garlic. We need 3 cloves of garlic for this recipe. So with our garlic press, you put the garlic in there with the skin, and then you just press it straight into your recipe. But if your hands aren't very strong, just rest the handle right on your mat and press straight into it. You'll be able to pull out your paper. You've got all of your garlic right on the mat, and it just makes it a whole lot easier if you need some assistance with hand strength. As you get more skilled at using your deluxe multi-cooker, you're going to be able to look at multiple recipes and kind of meld them together. The easy no-stir risotto that I'm making from my website calls for using the rock crock in the microwave. I'm going to instead make it in the deluxe multi-cooker. So I'm going to add my raw chicken right to the cooker, and I'm also going to add my chicken broth. So I've got 3.5 cups. I roasted or cooked a chicken in the multi-cooker a couple days ago, so I saved the broth from that. We'll add that right to the pot, and we're using arborio rice. That's typically what you use for making risotto. It makes a really creamy dish, and if you've ever made risotto before, you know that it takes constant stirring. You really have to watch it. This shortcut, you don't have to do any of that. So we're just going to go ahead and give everything a stir. Your chicken and your rice will cook all together, and it's so simple. At the end, we'll add those other ingredients, the sun-dried tomatoes, and I'm going to use some chopped up kale today instead of spinach. It will make a really beautiful dish. I am going to add some salt and pepper. My broth is unsalted, and so I've got my salt and pepper grinder set here. Just push the buttons, and it does all of the grinding for you. Add a little more pepper. There we go. All right, now here's the cool thing. When you're using your lid for the deluxe multi-cooker, make sure that the silicone gasket's pushed in all the way. And then I'm gonna hit the X to turn it off. I'm going to turn this to white rice. So turn the dial. So did you know that your multi-cooker is a rice cooker too? Super versatile product. It defaults to 4 minutes. Just let that be. Press and hold. And now it's going to build pressure. It'll take a few minutes for that to happen. And then you're gonna see the red pin will come up, the countdown will start. The cook time's finished. I have released the pressure. You can see it's releasing towards the left. And once the pin drops, it's time to remove the lid and add the rest of our ingredients. Here's what it looks like so far. It does not look like risotto, right? It looks kind of soupy. And then you've just got chunks of chicken in there. It will get thicker as it sits. I have my sun-dried tomatoes. These are chopped up pretty small. I'm gonna throw those in there. And as I mentioned, I'm using kale instead of spinach today. We're just gonna add this at the end. If you wanna turn it on sear, you can. I'm not even gonna bother. This is super hot, so it'll be just fine. Now, because my son is dairy-free, I'm gonna take his out before I add the Parmesan cheese. So I'm just gonna scoop some out here. And now I don't have to make 2 different meals. We can just have some for him, and then the rest for us. We'll have the Parmesan. Okay, got 2 ounces of Parmesan. Go ahead and add it in there. And when you add the cheese to your risotto, it will melt. It will help thicken up your mixture, and it adds that nice classic risotto flavor that you are used to. Here's what it looks like. We'll just let this sit for a little bit and it will be ready for serving.